Today is Janisha's birthday and we are going to transform her into Empire Beauty. Good morning. You said I would really find you. Back to my channel. Today we are about to do a full glam makeover with my good friend Janisha.
Hey!
And we also have my other classmates. I'm not sure if they want to be on camera, but this is everybody. Empire Beauty School. So today we're gonna transform. We are doing a sew-in with a lace closure in the front. She wants kind of like some layers in the front, so we just gonna transform her, and we also gonna do her makeup later today. So just stay tuned for the video. So the first thing I went ahead and did was sew down the braid that was left over from braid down, and I just stitched it up the back of the head. Being in school, it's much easier taking clients because you always have other hands on deck. So my good friend Shug, she did go ahead and braid her down yesterday. So today will be an easier day. I'm just taking my scissors and cutting that using my hand, so it won't be hard to take down when it's time to take the install out. Go ahead and cut that string and re-knot it for your next application. Now what I'm going ahead and doing is I'm spraying Got to Be Glued on the back of the lace closure, so the makeup that I am about to put on it won't seep through. Now I'm applying some makeup foundation to the back of the lace closure. I went ahead and I put the cap on her head, and I also sprayed her edges with some Got to Be Glued, and I brushed them back. I went ahead and sealed it with the blow dryer to make sure that it is completely dry. Now I'm going ahead and I'm using those same scissors, and I'm just cutting out her ear holes, and I tried to cut out her eye holes so she could see a little better while I finish this application. Afterwards, I'm going ahead with the same foundation, and I'm applying it on the top of her head where her closure is going to be. And I'm just blow drying it to make sure that it is all dry. Now what I'm going ahead and doing is I'm going to sew this cap down to her head, and I'm going to go all the way around her head with this thread and sew it down. After I finish, I went ahead and cut off the remainder of that cap that is not needed. And when you're cutting hair, you don't want to, or cutting other things other than hair, you don't want to use your cutting shears because you will dull them. So you want to get you an extra pair of scissors to use for those miscellaneous things that you may have to cut. I'm just pulling that cap back a little bit just to make sure that I'm right at her hairline and continuing to cut the cap off. more because it's too far forward. It just gives a more seamless application. Now I'm going ahead with my ebon lace glue, and I'm applying it to the front of her hairline. And I'm just using a comb to smooth that out. Grabbing my blow dryer on cool, and I am drying that glue. I did go ahead and apply 2 coats just to have some extra security. Now I'm going ahead and I'm applying the lace closure. I had her grab the back of the closure to give me a little tension while I'm putting it down in place. Next, I went ahead and I sewed the closure down on each side from left to right. And now I'm going ahead with the sewing application. And I'm starting at the nape of the neck. And I'm just going to continue this sewing process all the way up her head until I am at the top of the closure. She had something in her eyes. I'm not sure what it was. Go through the braid and I kind of double stitch it. So I'll stitch it one time to create the knot, and then I'll stitch it another time to secure the knot, and then I'll move on to the next braid. And I do that for each individual braid just to make sure that the hair is laying flat to her head. Tracks in the back, I like to go up the sides of the head just to make sure that the style has the proper length as it does in the back. So I bring it forward. Just make sure you have enough space to secure it at the end. And I am in love with this color. It came out so beautiful. Shug pre-colored it yesterday.
that helps for me. Some people prefer to put the flat iron and then, you know what I mean, put it here as they're coming through, but I like to put it when I'm starting. So it gets those tangles out right from there, and I put my flat iron here and then just slow and steady.
Just to see how it works and stuff.
Okay. Happens that race, you know, that's there. Whatever hand you're more dominant with. I find sometimes I have to put my tool in the dominant hand that I want more.
Yeah.
Because of the fact I don't have as much strength in my left hand any longer. So sometimes this is a challenge for me to hold my wrist like that. So for me, it's easier to hold the flat iron this way because it puts less tension on me. So I put my flat iron in my left hand instead of my right hand. But whatever you want with. Okay.
And face is given on per. Now I'm taking some Ardell eyelash adhesive in the shade clear. And I'm just
Everybody, I'm Miss Wallace, Destiny's teacher, and she is killing it. You hear me? She install, it's birthday girl, even makeup. I don't know where she's going but home because she doesn't have a date. She's not old enough, and
What you're not gonna do is put it on camera.
And that's her friend.
As a teacher.
Yeah.
Yikes. I'm sorry, guys. Back to your scheduled program.
working on those brows, making sure that they are even. I did go in and clean them up some more. But my camera did die for the makeup application. But thank you so much for watching.